Putin's country. And when you did your movement at the church in February of 2012, and you got immediate reaction, you were locked up. I would like to know from the two of you what you were expecting on that day when you went into the church to do that action, what you were expecting and what you were ready for, what you were prepared to have happen. And when what happened did happen, how did that go? How prepared were you for incarceration?
Would you expect this? We're sure.
But in Putin's Russia, going into a church, and some of you might not know that Russia was deprived of religion because of Stalin for many years. And they got religion back. Maybe some people drank a bit too much, just like Central Asia. Stalin took Islam away from these people. They got it back. Some of them became very extreme because they had none, and then they had a lot. I think some of the fervor in Russia is due to having nothing for decades, and then having some. What were you expecting when you are going up against a total beast, Vladimir Putin? He has no friends here. I doubt. So you go in, balaclavas, bright clothing, with these lyrics, God shit, this is heavy. You weren't expecting incarceration and arrest. What were you expecting?
Они не арестовали нас сразу, они арестовали нас спустя неделю после того, как мы уже провели этот панк-молебен, соответственно, это была высшая санкция от самого.
Well, first of all, we weren't arrested right away on that day. We were arrested a week later because, well, it took time, you know, for the decision to get to the very top. And when it did get to the very top, well, everyone knew it was Putin's personal decision to get us locked up.
So the guards said to police that day when we did this show in the church that they just didn't notice something, and their hearts weren't.
Well, later in court it was said that their feelings were greatly hurt, but on the day the feelings of the church security. But on the day when we did the action, apparently they didn't really pay that much attention to us because they just took us out and that's it.
Вообще достаточно странно ожидать посадку за ненасильственную акцию.
And well, at that time, for us, it seemed a little awkward to be jailed and to expect to be jailed for a non-violent action.
Но в чем вы действительно правы, так это в том, что решение принимается одним человеком, и обиделся он, скорее всего, на предыдущую песню, где мы сказали, что он зассал.
But in fact, it happened that the man who makes all the decisions in Russia was really hurt by our previous song, which went by the title Putin Pissed Himself.
Last time, when we were in New York, we had a conversation with Cecily McMillan, who spent 2 months in Rikers Island in jail for take part in Occupy Wall Street, and we stood near that bull in Wall Street, and I asked Cecily what cops will do if we try to put a show on this bull, and she answered me that, do you want to go to Rikers with me?
It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if any of you had a chance to spend any time, you probably perhaps spent time at Occupy wherever you were. I spent some time at Occupy Wall Street, and I spent all day there actually in Zuccotti Park, and I talked to cops, I talked to press, I talked to people there, people who visit, people who are camping out really in the trenches. And I said, you think you're really going to make a lot of impact? I mean, the people you hate, the people I hate, these bastards, they're kind of walking right around you into their buildings. And they said, we are having some impact, we know, because look at all the cops. The cops had completely encircled these people. And it was a fairly cool relationship at some point, and then it degraded. The idea that you could perform near that bull and get arrested is entirely possible. There's a great documentary called It's Pussy Riot, a Punk Prayer. It's an amazing documentary. Those of you who have not seen it, I can't tell you what to do, but I would urge you to see it. It's really well done and will give you a really amazing understanding of what these two and their friends and families went through. There's a part of it I want to recite in front of you. There was a demonstration in front of the church